You're listening to the Orange Power Podcast, a product of Oklahoma State Athletics. Here are your hosts, Jessica Morrey and the voice of the Cowboys, Dave Hunziker.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Orange Power Podcast. I'm Casey Kendrick, along with the head coach for the Cowgirl softball team, Coach Kenny Gajewski. And, Coach, pleasure to have you with us here, as always.
It's good to be back in this great room and be back on our podcast here.
Absolutely, and it's great to talk about some good things that are happening with Cowgirl softball. And, you know, it has been evident that, again, the excitement is building. But you continue not to let me or others talk to you about future series. So with the results that we have seen, it would seem that you guys have been very successful at staying in the moment and not zooming past like some of us like to do.
Well, I think that, you know, it's it'd be very you could understand why we would think that it'd be cool to look ahead, but the bottom line is, I mean, you know, you don't want to miss any opportunities that these kids have worked so hard for. So, you know, we just spin our motto here from day one. Today's the most important game of the whole year, and I think if we can just keep with that approach, even when you falter, it just goes back to the next game is the most important game. And it's really cool. We've done that for a long time. We've had great success with that mentality, and I credit our team because there is a lot of rat poison out there, you being the leader of that, and we try to stay away from all of that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to talk about UT, and you said, no, you've got it backwards. We're worried about TU. Not UT, we're worried about TU, right? Slow down a little bit. But you know what? It has been fun. Let me ask you this. 3 huge series left, right? I'm not going to ask about all of that yet down the road. But the way the season has gone with what is ahead of you and is left, this is the exciting part. So I would see where you would also intentionally want to slow down, obviously because you have to take them game by game. Coach speak or not, it's true. But also, hey, why do I want to zoom? We are having a blast right now. Let's just have fun every single day because guess what? Here in 4 weeks, it's over, and we're already starting thinking about next year. So just enjoy this. Hard to do sometimes from a standpoint of getting excited and looking ahead, but the enjoyment right now has got to be really, really high.
Well, I mean, coaching in general is, I mean, that we're lucky to do what we do. I've said this a lot, and I'll say it again. I'm thankful, lucky that I get paid to do something like this. It's wild. And, you know, like last night against Tulsa, the biggest thing for me was I just wanted Sydney Pennington to have an awesome night in Tulsa, right where she's from. Had a huge crowd there to watch her play. A lot of young kids that were calling her name nonstop. And I wanted it more than anything. And I had to control that in my own gut. And I knew that she felt that too. And then to see her hit that home run and see her drive in a big 2-out double that scored 2 runs, it was just like this amazing moment that you wish for and you hope for, and that hard work gets. And so those are the things that we try to enjoy day to day, and knowing that all this stuff will come, but there's no need to rush it. We seem to always remember the end. You know, it's like we always remember how the season ended, but we tend to forget, and we tend to not coach the journey and remember how hard the journey was, how fun the journey was, how some things were not as good as you had hoped, or they were better than you had hoped. In Morgan Wynn's case, it's been a really tough journey coming in here, but now starting to get hot and forgetting about all of that other stuff. And that's how you stay in the moment, and that's how you take it one day at a time.
Well, yeah, because you can rewrite the narrative, right, the rest of the way. It's still plenty of time. All right, so before we talk about Kansas and the TU game, the TU game, not UT, we'll get there in a minute. But, you know, I am just kind of curious, going back philosophically, talking about early on. You said we were gross a couple of times. You were a little bit of frustration going on. Is that your short-term memory, not remembering that, we did, and we talked a little bit about this. Man, we did this last year. We were a Women's College World Series team last year, and we did the exact same thing. maybe that truly is just part of the success of this program, and it's okay. But then next year, you're going to have a little stretch, and you're going to go, we were gross, and we're not as hitting as well as we should. Will you draw on this moment and go, yeah, that's just what the process looks like, and it's okay?
I think that I've been around some great people, great coaches, and, I've been banking experiences, and I've been banking coach speak for a long time, not knowing all the time that I would be a coach, but knowing that that's something I thought I wanted to do. So I'm able to go back and draw from different things that people said that I forget at times, but when you're in the moment, things come to you. And my old baseball coach when I was playing at OU, Larry Koshel, very successful, he used to tell our teams every year that your season is broke up into 3 parts. It's broke up into you're going to play 60% of the time the way you should play. And then you're going to play 20% below and 20% above. And I think we've played a lot in that 60 of the way we should and below. I don't know that we've hit that 20 above yet. We've tinkered around there. We've had a game or two, but it hasn't been enough yet. And I think that's coming. And so these seasons are a wild ride. It is amazing how the swings of emotion for coaches, for players, for fans, it's wild. But it's what makes it great.
And this is probably a postseason question, but I'm going to ask you now because we're on the topic and it is topical, and that is that you came in as not a young head coach, but not having been a head coach. Now 7 years into this, you talked to, because I know you're continually talking to other coaches and trying to learn, whether it's on our campus, other campuses, softball, friends, whatever. But as you say, you were banking those statements or those messages. How much of your own coaching now in 7 years? I mean, it's not like you're a new coach now. How many of your own experiences have you banked and then applied it towards what other coaches have told you? And then which side do you trust right now? Is it all on your side now, or are you still, how do you navigate that?
It's actually a really good question, and for you, I'm very impressed that you came up with a question like this. So nice work. I don't think I'm a very original guy. But I'm smart enough to listen to what people say. I pay attention to things I see, to things I read. I was in a head coach meeting just yesterday with Brett Ledbetter, and we were talking, and to be in there with people like John Smith, Alan Bratton, Chris Young, Mike Boynton, Coach JC made her first appearance. It was legit to have her there, and Josh Holliday. You sit here and start listening to people talk, Dave Smith, Colin, it's wild. Like, I name them all. I mean, and when you have the opportunities to be around people, what you're doing is taking all of our experiences, taking little bits and pieces and writing your own story. But I'm not coming up with a lot of things. I know there's coaches out there that want to own everything that they say, and I think that's a bad place to kind of be. It's ego. And when you're a coach that has a lot of ego, that you could be successful for a period of time, but I'm not sure that you can sustain that. And so the best way is to embrace what you're around. We have one of the greatest head coaches here of all time in Mike Holder. I miss that some. I miss the everyday bantering. But I love what we have now too. It's wild. It's just change. And so I'm not. I take what these guys or ladies have shown me, have talked to me about. I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to say, hey, what would you do? I'm not going to do what they tell me to do. I'm going to make my own opinion, my own, use all this info, and then make the best decision for our program. We talked about Kyrie Irving last night and his antics. And I think I would handle it differently than a lot of people do. And that's just what makes all of our programs unique, and it's what makes coaching fun.
No doubt. Greg Robertson, Larry Sanchez, we apologize for not being mentioned in the afore list, but
This is going to be good. This is going to be good. This show is about to heat up.
oh my
Sorry,
goodness.
Greg. Sorry. National champ, Larry. Sorry about that.
I'm just
They
saying,
weren't there, so there you go.
oh, there
How about that?
Okay, very
How about
good.
that?
Then.
Larry's on his national championship tour, which
He's on
he
a
deserves.
junket right now, and
That's right.
congratulations to Equestrian. Okay, so real quickly, let's go back. Kansas, obviously. Kansas was a great series. You guys gave up the early lead in the first game, responded extremely well. 18 strikeouts in the second game, run rolled the third one. That's the way that series probably should have looked.
Yeah, I think so. You know, but you still got to show up and play, and you can get beat in this conference, and we showed that against Iowa State. And so I was very proud of our kids. I thought we handled it very well. You and I discussed it's hard to get motivated every day. These kids, I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. And so I'm just proud of the way we pitched, played catch, made one error on the weekend. You know, we had some people in alternate spots with Pennington at short and Petty at third with Kylie out. We have a revolving door at first in a way, which is good. It's creating some great competition. It's just been cool, and it's cool to play well, to sweep in the conference. It's a lot of fun. It's what it's all about, and it's put us in a great spot now to finish this year out. And it's like anything, like we've been in this situation. I think maybe my last 5 years, we've had a chance to win this league the last 5 years going into the last weekend. Now we got to take care of Friday night and keep ourselves in that spot. And we're getting a little closer every time. And there's a big giant that's right down our road here, but we don't care. We're just keep kicking those shins, and we're going to eventually get them broke.
Well, and so let's talk about TU real quickly. You mentioned, obviously, the day that Sidney Pennington had, and going back, of course, the Sand Springs kid, so all of that. But Morgan Wynn, you know, we've been talking about, you talked about the revolving first base. As you said, it's created some competition, and Morgan had a couple of hits in the Kansas area. He's a former team, and now starting to look like she's coming alive, almost being the player you thought she'd be originally.
Well, I mean, I still think she's that kid. I just watched the struggle. And if you don't, I think you've been around sports enough, you know, no, it doesn't matter who you are. The game owes you nothing. And that's what's hard. And I told her when she hit a double last night and got to third, I looked at her and I just hugged her and I said, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the way you're fighting. It's like, it's the greatest thing. It's like showing me who you really are. Like I mean, this kid actually at Baylor, we had a sit down talk with all of the staff and her, a lot of tears, a lot of emotion. And I basically went to her and said, I think you need to reset. And she looked at me and goes, what's that mean? That means don't hit for about a week. In the middle of our season, she did not swing a bat the whole weekend at Baylor. Didn't even swing. Didn't even have a chance to go in our game. I would not have done that to her. And that takes guts. It takes toughness. It takes looking over the edge and going, I'm just going to jump and just set sail on the sea of consequence, and whatever happens, happens. And she did it. And she's been working with Vanessa like crazy to kind of re-groove her swing. And now she's 5 for her last 5. Got a walk in there. Has been on base 6 straight plate appearances. And you see that smile back. And again, it's what it's all about.
Well, and that's just one of the success stories. Obviously, things continue, and we've seen a lot of goodness. So let's move ahead for the sake of time. You got Texas coming up. Not rat poison, right? They're the next opponent. So we finally get to talk about this Texas team. They knocked off Oklahoma. They obviously are a very good team. You've got a Mike White throwing out the first pitch at some point this weekend,
Really?
I've been told. I don't know. I assume that's right. And then you have it's just going to be fun. This is the last regular season home games. The gift shop, the Outlaws, and the social are going to be incredible. It just has the build up to be a special kind of weekend.
Yeah, it does, and I welcome it. I can't wait. I've been talking about it. Our fans are just the best in the country. The way they support this team and keep coming out, new faces, new people. It's really cool, and I'm just excited for the opportunity for our kids. I can't wait to watch them compete. You know, we're going to have ups and downs like we do in every series. Without a doubt, this is a really good team that we're going to play, very well coached. Talent on both sides of the field. It's going to be a blast, and I can't wait to see what happens.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Friday night at 6, Saturday at 6:30, and Sunday at 1 o'clock. It will be on ESPN2 on Saturday, ESPN Plus on Sunday. Coach, always a pleasure. I'm glad I could help you out on the couple of names you forgot, but I appreciate you being here as always.
I thank you for having me and to be in your presence. It's a gift.
Oh, yes, it is. Don't forget it, please. Hey, we need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to check in with the guys, Josh and Dave Hunziker. They've got you coming up next. Hopefully, they'll have as much fun as we are as we continue with the Orange Power Podcast.
Hello, sweet babies. Welcome to your new home. You have changed our life, and you may even change the world. And because of you, 2021 is the best year ever. Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how to welcome your baby at Mercy, visit mercy.net/OSUmom.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, bikes for the whole family are just a click away. Buy online at academy.com with our free in-store assembly. Your next set of wheels, plus helmets, pads, and water bottles will be waiting for you at our in-store pickup counter. Get to the fun faster with our in-store pickup and free assembly at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Thanks, Casey and Kenny. And now with Oklahoma State head baseball coach Josh Holliday, the Cowboys ranked in the top 5, ranked as high as number 2 in the country, as a matter of fact, coming off a series win at West Virginia and a crazy game against Oral Roberts. So, now we're into the month of April. So we're into conference games, tough series on the weekend, then a midweeker. We're into sort of the grinding part of the schedule, and injuries start to pop up. What's the key to enduring that the best way possible? This is an interesting time of year.
Well, yeah, I think the early season kind of prepared us for this. If you think back that first 5 weeks of the season, we traveled quite a bit. We played some really good series on the weekends, and we had some pretty busy weeks in the middle. A couple of 2-game sets, the trip to Arizona State with a 2-game midweek. So we got the kids, I think, adjusted to this amount of baseball, mixing in the travel. And I think really the key to staying healthy is just taking care of yourself. Resting, taking the days off, taking the days to lift, getting your sleep, balancing your life, and managing your personal side of things academically, socially. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes into that, no doubt. And these games have been very fierce and competitive. And, a game like last night, plays 5-hour game, you get on the field at 3 o'clock for a 6 o'clock game, you walk off the field at 11 o'clock after 12 long, hard-fought innings. So you have to be resilient, you have to be in good shape, which I think we are, and you have to take advantage of the opportunities to recover in between those types of games. So, yeah, it is definitely the time of year where your strength, your endurance, and the depth of your team are super important if you're going to get through it.
Yeah, a couple of things to follow up on there. You talked about sort of the toughness and the bouncing back. You won Friday night in a very well-pitched game at West Virginia. Then Saturday, West Virginia wins. They steal 7 bases in the win. Momentum's on their side. And then you come out, score 5 in the first Sunday, and end up run-ruling West Virginia. And even though you lost the game to Oral Roberts, you were down 9-1 going to the bottom of the 6th, and you managed to get that to extra innings. Talk about, if you would, what that shows you, the way you bounced back Sunday. Not that you just won, but the way you did it. And then even though you lost the game, it's a 9-1 midweeker. It would be easy to sort of roll over, I guess, but you did not. So what's that say to you about the long-term potential of this team?
Well, first of all, it's that they're proud competitors, which is something that that should never take a break, right? Your competitive spirit and your pride, that's not anything that you should ever be willing to sacrifice no matter what the score is. So I appreciate the way they competed last night and pushed that game to the brink. Didn't quite finish it, but we did push it to the brink. And the way they came out Sunday in response to the Saturday loss, once again, it was a chance to win a series on the road. It was a new day. And the guys got very much in the moment Sunday, came out, got out to an early lead, and then Bryce pitched beautifully. So the kids understand how valuable each game is. We don't undervalue the midweek games or overvalue the weekend. We play them all one at a time and play them all to win. And the guys are doing a good job of understanding that midweek baseball has tremendous value to the overall body of work that your team has to create across the season. But we also know, too, that come every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's 3 incredibly valuable baseball games against Big 12 competition that's some of the best baseball in the country. So to your point, the series with TCU, fine team, very talented on the mound, very aggressive on offense. And we're going to see, 3 straight days of what should be some of the highest level college baseball in the country.
At one point in our conversation, you talked about the depth and versatility, and the Oral Roberts game was a great example of that. You had, for example, Marcus Brown played short and third. Houston Morrell played second and short. You had McClain playing third, pitching, playing first. You used so many different players, but you were able to use them in many cases at different positions. Game to game, and as you even ponder the long term of this team, how does that positively impact how you run this team? Because you have so many, not only flexible pieces, but you have a bunch of them.
Well, it's a compliment to the kids and their versatility, also in their their mental strength to know how to play multiple positions and know kind of the responsibilities that go along with each specific position, especially late in games where bunt situations and things like that come up where you got to be able to rotate and move to the right spot. But versatility and the ability to fill in on a moment's notice has always been of a high value to a team, especially when you start looking at some of the injuries that we've had and having to move some guys around. So I really appreciate that about this group. I like the athleticism and versatility that you mentioned of those kids on the infield, and just the toughness of them overall. These guys are doing a lot of things. We're asking a lot of them, and they're up to the task. So you need depth to have a championship season because injuries are part of a season. And our guys, when guys have gone down, have stepped up in big ways. I think back to the way Mendham stepped up when Griffin got hurt and filled a big void in the middle of the order, and then you could go around the horn and say, hey, where have you had guys emerge? We've had guys emerge in the outfield. We've had guys emerge on the middle infield. We've had really good balance with the 2 catchers, and obviously on the mound we've had guys do a great job all year long. So the team has displayed a lot of toughness. I appreciate the depth of the team, and I also appreciate the roles that they've learned to embrace and accept as part of what this team's makeup is.
Yeah, it's amazing when you stop and think about it. You've had 12 different players start 3 or more games in the infield. That's more than any other team you've had here since your tenure began for an entire season, which explains in detail what you're speaking of. And another thing that's interesting is, those guys have stepped up and they've been highly productive. Like Brumbaugh goes in the lineup and starts at second. His first start of the year at West Virginia last Sunday, he gets 3 hits. You've had 9 different guys already mid-April that have had 3 hits in a game, which when you stop and think about that, that's pretty amazing. But we still have a lot of baseball to be played.
Yeah, what we need to do is we need to talk about it before the game and try to pick certain games where we get all those guys to do that again. And
so you want a 27-hit game.
Yeah,
I got
let's
you.
stack it up a little bit here and there. But, no, there's been it's been a lot of fun to see some of the first-year team members break the ice and really get involved in what's going on. It's been fun to see some of the young players emerge in their self-confidence, and it's obviously been great to have the veteran players that have provided tremendous stability for our team as we kind of grew up together from game 1 to, say, game 30. And it's going to take all of them playing well down the stretch to succeed and be successful down the road, because we do have a great schedule in front of us with some really good ball clubs. So it's going to take everybody doing their thing, doing their part, and doing it with a great attitude.
As things turned out, Marcus Brown became your everyday shortstop. He now has a 9-game hitting streak, which matches the longest any player's had on the team this year, and he's hit right under 500 during this run. Did you see this type of production as a possibility from him going into the year, and also the progress he's made defensively at shortstop? Did you see those things coming, or has that maybe progressed faster than you would have thought?
I've been very pleased with how he's played shortstop. He's played a very solid shortstop. He's been consistent. He's made all the routine plays. He's played very well to his left. He's played well coming in on the ball. He's been a good double play partner with Rock in the middle or whoever's at second base. The offense is something that you did see coming. I think last summer, his summer experience proved that he's a very consistent hitter. Marcus is a supreme concentrator. He has tremendous concentration and preparation skills. His care level for what he does is through the roof. So not surprised about the consistency because he's a consistent person. And I'm not surprised about the quality contact that he's making because he works hard at his craft and he's had some success doing that. But most pleased with probably the way he's played shortstop defensively. That's been a big part of our team.
Obviously, you've done some great things up to this point, but I get the sense that there is another gear that can be reached. If you're going to hit that next gear, what has to happen?
Well, sure. I mean, getting better as the season goes on and really finding yourself. I think it's every guy in the lineup kind of coming into their own and essentially finding their best swing and carrying it with them. And same would be said on the mound. Guys finding that sweet spot on the mound where they're really starting to make their pitches and command the baseball and carry that with you as well. I think it's a consistency piece, but it's also getting all these guys firing at the highest level they're capable of at one time. We've had some spurts where guys have had great weeks or good 10-day runs, but we need to get a good solid 6-week run put together where guys start to become more consistent, the quality of the contact goes up, strikeouts go down, and gel, get the whole thing moving at the same time where everybody's in the right place.
You've had some great weekend starts. At times, the bullpen has been good. At other times, maybe not as good. But I'm sure in your mind, you probably are thinking, hey, with some of the guys out of the bullpen that have maybe not been quite as consistent as we would have thought, you know the capabilities there. I mean, these things, many times they work themselves out. Do they not over time?
Well, I think what I'd love to see happen, I'd love to see Mitchell Stone have a great second half here because we could really use his left-handed presence for sure. Marsh had been really coming on. He got hit by a foul ball, and it kind of set him back. He had a little bit of a concussion that's lingering, so I'd like to get him back in the fold. Those two guys are important from the left side. Roman's been terrific. The work that Huey and Nolan have done as two-way players has been terrific. Trevor's getting back into the rhythm of pitching and not having to pitch solely with a save on the line. But getting, I think, Baden Root back to where he was at early, where he was a real weapon against right-handed hitters, and getting Cale back to where he can come in and really be a difference maker in that middle, late innings that he's been so good at early in the year. Those guys will be super important to our run. And, the starters have done a really good job. We just need to continue to keep those guys, in that good 5, 6, 7 inning range, take the game deep, hand the ball off to guys in the pen that are capable of doing the job, and continue to play good defense behind them. If you do that, you limit the extra pitches, and I think you protect your pitching. So high-level defense is always married to great pitching. Those two things have gone hand in hand for a long, long time. And that's something that we got to keep pushing and priding ourselves on.
Two players who are a big key to Oklahoma State's success, Justin Campbell and Griffin Doersching. They are fun guys. Find out more with Jessica's conversation with the pair after this.
At OG&E, the energy we deliver is more than electrical. We energize the future by balancing our efforts to provide the lowest rates possible with our responsibility to protect the environment for future generations. That's why we've strengthened our power grid through new technologies, leading to a 40% reduction in CO2 emissions, which, when combined with our rates, makes us an industry leader. Because at OG&E, we do more than energize a power grid. At OG&E, we energize life.
I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Welcome into another edition of the Orange Power Podcast. I'm Jessica Morrey, and today we are talking Cowboy Baseball with two of the stars of the Cowboy Baseball team, right-handed pitcher Justin Campbell and designated hitter Griffin Doersching. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so you guys are coming off of a series win against West Virginia. Y'all got to charter out there. How nice was that to be on the charter flight?
Charter flight was really fun. Just being able to not be on a commercial flight with a bunch of randos and just being able to go on a flight with just only teammates and the coaching staff was really fun.
Yeah, it was nice because normally we're sitting shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes we get lucky and we'll have that middle seat open, but We had a 100-person plane for 50 of us, so it was nice to like spread out and enjoy it.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
When you guys fly commercial to just the randos, as you say, do they just come up and talk to you guys and they're always like, go OSU, or like, do they know you, or are they just like, there's a lot of you guys?
We'll have a few fans that'll shout out "Go Pokes," but for the most part, no, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's normally people just being like, well, what sport do you play? Football? And then we're like, nah, baseball. And they're like, wow, you guys are big. And it's like, well, that's just how we are, I guess.
That's just how we are.
We do get a few people that'll follow us around and wait at our gates trying to get autographs from like Matt and Robin and Justin and stuff like that.
And Griffin.
It's just,
and Griffin.
Yeah, but they'll just, those guys are funny.
They wait around the gates and get, so they know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool. Do they sign autographs there?
Yeah, Matt and Robin usually sign autographs.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, this past weekend we had a guy who was at our hotel and then followed us to the field and then was like running, chasing people around trying to find autographs. And we were like, dude, like, just wait till after the game. Everyone will sign them. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
No.
I feel like you should tell them you play like a different sport.
Yeah, like
I've wanted to sometimes.
Yeah, like swimming and diving, or just like make something up. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would be a funny?
I can't dive
Or
great,
croquet.
but I can rip a mean cannonball.
I feel like people would be like, "Oh, okay, swimming and diving," and you didn't know OSU had that. And you'd be like, "We started it."
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I think that's the move for the next time, for you guys' next road trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in the series win against West Virginia, Griffin, you hit a home run, and it hit a moving car on the road outside of the ballpark. What was that like?
It was really cool to be able to help my team, find success. Felt good to hit a ball real far. It's kind of funny because at Northern Kentucky, where I was before I transferred, in left field there was a hill, and then there was like a parking lot. So like all I did there was hit cars and BP and hurt windshields and stuff, and it became like a running joke with the entire like university and staff, like not to park there. So like that was not the first car I hit.
But the fact that it was a moving car, like on an actual road, like that means it went really far.
Yeah. I hit it well. I hit it well, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How many windshields did you break?
Like, truthfully, probably like over a dozen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was really bad, like, because it was like a staff parking lot up on the hill.
Oh no.
And if the wind was blowing out and you got it up in the air, like, it would go. And like the university would cover it, they would pay for it.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So what you had to do is, like, if I hit one, we'd have to call the university police, and they would have to come and like write down the license plate and make sure they get taken care of. And there was one time I hit a windshield, and we called the police, and they were like parked up there.
Did you hit them?
I hit one that hit the top of the cop car because we were still taking BP, and it was so funny.
So were the police just like, oh, Griffin's at it again? Like,
honestly, yes. That's kind of how
they
it was.
had to come out there a lot.
Yeah.
They should have just been stationed out there and just be like, all right, we'll cover this.
The department was only like probably 100 yards from the parking lot, so it kind of worked out.
That's so funny. I could feel them being like, oh, we'll just go wait out there. We're gonna have to pay for some windshields here.
Oh, yeah.
If I already had a cracked windshield, I would go and park there and then hope that you'd hit it, and then I'd be like, well, haha.
That's honestly smart.
Nice. Someone's gonna pay for it now.
Look at you. Look at you thinking about it.
Yeah, just resourceful and poor. That's what you gotta do. That's how it works. So, okay, this is your first year here at OSU, Griffin. What made you want to come to Oklahoma State? I know Justin was a big part of that. You really liked him.
Well, I didn't know who this freakazoid was until I got here, and now I'm glad I know who he is. But honestly, I was just in the transfer portal, and, when that starts, you're trying to take all the options. And honestly, I just kind of wanted to win. I spent 4 years, grinding for wins, and I wanted to go somewhere where I was surrounded by like-minded people who wanted to win, and I knew that this was the place to be.
Yeah, what do you like about Oklahoma State now that you've been here for a little bit?
I like the location. I like the people. I love this team, and I love the coaching staff. I mean, it feels like Stillwater is this big, and then it's just nothingness in Oklahoma from what I've seen. So I like how tight-knit everyone is.
Yeah. The coaching staff's pretty crazy.
Unreal.
Robin Ventura, Matt Holliday, Josh Holliday, obviously, Walton, all these guys.
Crazy.
Pretty wild.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
I can honestly say I don't think there's a better coaching staff in the country.
Yeah. It's awesome. And it's awesome that, like, Robin is just a student assistant, just chilling, and then Matt's volunteer. They're just hanging out. I mean, I was like, that's so cool to me. I feel like that's awesome. And just seeing them. And I know they're, like, normal people, but sometimes, like, the other day, like, Robin waved to me, and I was like, oh, my God. It's Robin.
Robin.
Yeah. I was like, oh, hello. Yeah. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
I still get that way sometimes.
It's cool. That's what we had Victor Medeiros on, and he was saying that, you know, he's like, when I realized that I had their phone numbers, he was like, that's when I felt like it was really cool. He's like, I could just have, like, Matt Holliday's phone number, and I could just text him. And I was like, yeah. And I was saying whenever I pull up Venmo, like, Ventura comes up, you know, when you search it, and I'm always like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, subtle flex. It's cool. Not a big deal.
When I was in the transfer portal coming here, I talked to Josh on the phone about coming here, and he offered me. And then I was on a bus after a summer ball game, and I get a text, and it was like, "What's up, bro? It's Matt Holliday. You gonna come be a Cowboy?" And I was like, "I am now."
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like that's awesome to be able to have. And then you also get to eat Robin Ventura's famous tri-tip sandwiches.
It's incredible.
Like,
it's incredible. Okay.
Griffin loves the tri-tip sandwiches. They're so good.
They're really good.
And they're so. How often does he make them for you guys? Like, just for you guys?
Every once in a blue moon. If we're lucky enough, he'll bring his trailer down and cook up some pretty good tri-tip for us. But man, they're good.
They're so good.
Unreal.
We did a shoot last year with him and EJ, who makes the ribs. And I basically just set it up so I could eat the food. The video was really cool too, but I was really excited just to eat the food. And he broke out like the crab legs and everything. I mean, it was all out. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
There was a day in the fall where it was a Saturday. We had practice. I left my car parked to the field, so I was taking one of the spin scooters back to my apartment at Midtown. And I'm like scootering through like the middle of campus right by the football stadium. And I hear someone go, "Hey!" And I like turn, and it's Robin, and he's like tailgating before the football game. He's like, "Come here." And he just like is casually like giving me like crab legs and steak. And I'm like, what kind of tailgate is this? You know what I mean? I'm used to burned hot dogs with watery ketchup.
Yeah.
I'm just standing out here eating crab legs.
Yeah, I was over there. I think it was the Bedlam game, and I was over at that tailgate, and it was like Robin and Brandon Whedon and Matt Wolf and like all these guys were there, and I'm just eating crab legs, and I'm like, this is just the life.
Yeah.
Like, this is really fun.
Yeah.
Celebrity tailgate.
Yeah, that's where everyone goes because they're so welcoming and so nice.
They're awesome.
And yeah, I always feel bad. I'm like, hey, can I get just a little sandwich? Thanks. Okay. And like, I'm gonna go run back now and go to work. But I like would run out there and just grab one. He's like, okay, whatever you need. But yeah, very, very talented chef. Robin is. If he opened a place here, I would invest. People would be in line out the
door.
People
go crazy.
Yeah.
He's a better chef than he was a baseball player, and that's saying something.
That's saying something.
Think about how good the food has to be for that to be true.
That's what Josh Holliday said. He's like, it's remarkably consistent, just like his hitting. Just like when he plays. Justin, you're playing really well, obviously. Are you having so much fun this season? What makes this season a little bit more special than maybe last year?
The team, for sure.
Yeah.
And just being able to be with the team consistently rather than having last year with COVID and you couldn't, be with the team. We had to follow guidelines and all that jazz. But being with this group of guys it's awesome. And being for the guys that are going to be here for their last year, I want to make that special for them, and especially for Griffin, Big Mitch, Roman. Who else is last year here? Is that it?
Jimmy.
Oh yeah, Big Jim,
Dylan, James.
And I just want to make this a really good year for them.
Yeah. What everyone says that you're one of the funniest guys on the team. You have one of the best personalities. Would you agree?
I'd say so, yeah.
Of course. Why would he disagree?
Why do you feel like you're the guy that you can crack everyone up at any time? Both of you guys apparently together, it's like unstoppable.
It's because we're dumb and dumber.
Literally. No, I always like to have a good time, make people laugh, and when we're together, it's just literally a dynamic duo of just pure stupidity.
Yeah.
How did the friendship come to be?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm trying to think.
It was one day in fall, and I can't even remember that far back.
Did it start It might have started. We were inner squatting, and I struck out on a slider in the dirt. I forget who was pitching, but all I hear from the dugout is, "Go get on the slider machine." And it was him.
That was me.
He was chirping me, and then that started me talking to him because it was funny. And then ever since then, probably just.
What about the group chat?
Which one?
What I said in the group chat?
Oh, how I was an all or nothing hitter. Yeah, he steadily roasted me until we got really close, and now
I still roast.
Now, yeah, I was gonna say now it's even more.
Yeah. Do you roast him back?
I try to.
Yeah.
It's not as good as what I do though.
No.
I mean, hair looks good for this podcast.
Really good.
Yeah. Really good. I'm talking about yours.
I know.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Stellar.
Yeah.
I'm looking at yours too.
Yeah, it's probably terrible. I just got out of the shower. It's probably frizzy.
To the listeners, Justin is wearing a hat, and so he's complimenting his hair with the hat on.
Yeah.
So, and Griffin's hair, obviously, the blonde, slick back, looks great.
The platinum.
The platinum.
Bleach.
Yeah. How did that come to
Absolute
Dior
platinum.
bleach.
be? How did that come to be? And how often do you have to bleach your hair?
Okay, so I probably bleach my hair like once every 4 weeks.
Okay.
Or like whenever I get a haircut, I'll like touch up the sides. It started when quarantine first happened.
Okay.
A couple years ago. I was sitting there in my room. Pardon?
Weird.
I was sitting there in my room bored. And I was like, I'm just going to bleach my hair. Why not? So I
As one
bleached
does.
it. And I bleached it. And I liked it. And then I just let it grow because.
What did it look like before? Was it shorter?
It was like kind of the same on the sides. And then
Okay.
it was like short on top. And I would just like spike it up a little bit. But I didn't have like all of this. It was.
Yeah. What do you
pretty
call
short.
this?
Weren't you a redhead before?
It's like a
Ginger?
strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde.
Yeah, that's what I've heard it classified as.
What do you call this?
It's I don't even know. A
Okay.
mohawk,
Slick
I
back
guess.
special?
Slicked back special.
Yeah, the slick back special.
I think that's what we're gonna go with.
Cool.
Could you pull that off, Justin? If you tried?
I used to. When I didn't have a hat on, I had pretty long hair that literally went down to like my throat.
What? Really? Oh.
You would look like a Muppet with this haircut. I'm not saying I don't, but
I feel like for the postseason or something, everyone should do the bleach bond, like a team bonding. What do we think? No.
No.
No. Okay.
Dyeing mustaches black. Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing?
Mustaches are coming out now.
Okay. Dyeing them black?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
like
fun.
just get Just for Men, paint it. But the bleach hair is more of a high school thing.
Oh, tough.
Bryce Osmond did it.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Bryce. Hey Bryce.
Bryce played very well this weekend
He
as
did.
well.
he's
Pitched really well.
He's an animal.
Yeah. So how do you feel that your hair is high school, as according to Justin?
It's fine.
It's
You
okay.
got to take everything he says with a little grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you grow a mustache and dye it black for
No.
this thing that they're going to do?
This like thing that
If he got chia seeds and put it on his lip right here, he still wouldn't be able to grow a mustache.
this thing on my
Chia seeds? Did chia seeds
Yeah.
grow hair?
Well, it's like have you ever heard of a chia pet?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Those
okay.
things,
nice, good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't grow a mustache. This dirt patch I have on my chin is like 2 months of work. So,
You can dye that black.
yeah, I'll dye this black, the 4 hairs.
I think that would be pretty awesome.
For the people listening, I have very bad chin hair, but I'm trying. So that's where we're going with that.
2 months of trying.
Yeah.
So you've got some time.
Yeah.
About a month left, and you can grow it a little bit more.
Good.
Okay, so if you believe you're one of the best personalities on the team, funniest guys, who's second? Would you say Griffin?
Griffin.
Okay, who's third?
Oh man, Rock. Rock is pretty funny.
Rock's
Okay.
funny.
What makes him funny? What might people who don't know him, what would you want them to know about him?
He just doesn't care to act like a fool,
Okay.
and it just makes him hilarious,
Okay.
and I love it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like you said, like the people that don't know him, like you're going to know him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you come to a game, or even if you're come to an opposing team game, like you're going to leave knowing who Rock is.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether he's playing or just chirping from the dugout, like
What does he say from the dugout?
so much that like I can't even begin to start. Like it's unbelievable.
Anything like super funny that he always says, or is it just random?
It's just random. It's literally just random. Like okay, one example. Yesterday, he was in the dugout and he just kept going, "I'm a chihuahua, I'm a chihuahua," and then he'd go, "Arr, arr, arr," And we were like, Rock, what are you saying?
But like loud enough where people hear
Yeah,
that.
super loud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The West Virginia fans were pretty down yesterday, so the place was
It was really loud.
It was super loud. No, it was really quiet, and Rock, you could only hear Rock.
So he's just saying he's a Chihuahua, just like, oh, cool. I feel like that's a great example.
Yeah.
I need to listen now. So anyone who goes to the games needs to go and you go by the Cowboy dugout and listen.
You're gonna hear Rock.
Hear Rock. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
And he is able to translate that to his on-field play, and he's able to be very good.
He loves playing.
Yeah. So
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very, very good. Yes, for sure. Okay, so what is there something, since you're new here, what's something about to the fans that maybe they don't know about you? What would you want them to know about you?
Honestly, don't know.
Okay, cool.
I feel like they kind of, sorry. I feel like I kind of know everything. Like, I mean, something that people like don't usually know is like I like anime and stuff. But they did like a little mini like interview on that already, so I feel like they might know that. But so nothing really, I guess.
Nothing really like super interesting.
If you see my dad at a game, call him Heavy D. He's a very large man.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Does he come to a lot of games?
He'll be here this next weekend. He does.
Okay.
He tries to make it out to most of them.
He's coming from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty far trip.
Oh yeah, it's like 13 hours.
Oh, is he driving?
I think they're gonna drive. Yeah.
Oh, dedication.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what are we calling him?
Heavy D.
Heavy D. Okay, keep
Yeah.
an eye out. Does he have the blonde hair like you? Will
No.
we be able to tell who he is?
Will you be able to tell who my dad is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Will he be loud?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
be yelling.
Okay, so everyone look out for him.
Yeah, look out for my dad.
Look out for Griffin's dad. That's Heavy D.
Yeah,
That's
Heavy
gonna be
D.
fun. And what about you, Justin? Fans know you, but what's something maybe they don't know, or a lot of people don't know about you?
Oh, I'm trying to think here.
This is a tough one.
I
It's a
know.
tough question.
Yeah,
It's a tough question.
that's why you come on the Orange Power Podcast for the hard-hitting question.
Yeah.
I have a strange addiction with Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Or Dr. Piampa.
What is it?
Dr. Piampa.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Why?
On TikTok.
Well, okay.
But I just love the taste of Dr. Pepper. There's no better sound than opening a can of Dr. Pepper.
It's different than a different can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The sizzling
Okay.
of a Dr. Pepper when you first open it.
Yeah.
It's like your first sunset. Honestly. I'm not even kidding.
Do you remember your first sunset?
Of course.
Do you remember your first Dr. Pepper?
No.
You're a liar.
I went to the Dr. Pepper Museum one time.
Really?
Yeah, it's in Waco, Texas. That's where it was founded, Dr. Pepper, or created.
How was that?
And I went there. It was pretty cool. You get like a Dr. Pepper float, and you can walk through and learn all about it.
Dude, we can go when we play Baylor.
You should go. You should definitely
How far
go.
is?
It's right there. It's in downtown, right by
my
the.
family will be there so they can whip us. We have to.
Yeah.
We're going.
We
You
have
guys
to.
got to go.
We
yeah.
have to go.
Yeah, you will love it. That'll
Oh,
be like
100%.
You're like, yeah, you'll love that.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super excited.
Trip to the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco.
Gotta
Yeah, it's
go.
right by the campus, so it's not far at all. So you guys
Perfect.
don't have to go super far. But yeah, so it's a good time. It's interesting. You learn stuff. You get to drink Dr. Pepper. You know.
Win-win.
Yeah,
Good.
especially for Justin.
Hell yeah.
Also, you like WWE.
I loved it.
Okay.
When I was little.
And do you still love it now?
I'll watch it
Okay.
here and there, but when I was younger, I had a huge addiction. Like I literally had a full set of WWE, like the ring itself.
Okay.
And about 500 action figures of WWE superstars.
Oh my gosh.
And I have a belt in my room,
Oh wow.
a legit belt,
Like, how did you get that belt?
online.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you have a belt above your locker at one point in the fall? Or whose locker was that?
That was a fake one. That was Roman's, but when they have that for whoever wins the like round of golf they play.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you have a real one.
Real one.
Okay, and it's in your like room here, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but the action figures are not.
No.
Okay.
I sold them a long time ago.
Oh, sad. A dream
I know.
gone. Why do you love WWE?
My dad introduced WWE to me when I was younger, and
Okay.
I just loved just the way it went about itself.
Yeah.
My favorite WWE superstar was Jeff Hardy, and I just loved the way he, flipped through the ring.
Yeah.
Going on. Stop laughing. It's not funny. If you watched WWE when you were younger,
Dude, I
you would love
did.
it.
Like, not necessarily when I was, like, in my youth, but, like, I went to, like,
That's a difference, though.
SmackDown or something. My brother loved it, so I've been there.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it.
I also went to, like, a...
But your response was just funny. Why do you love WWE? Oh, Jeff Hardy's script.
It was sick.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. It is sick.
But I actually did go to a WWE event in Los Angeles at the Staples Center.
Oh, cool.
And that was sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you want to be a WWE wrestler? Oh,
no,
okay.
Until when I found out that it was fake wrestling, kind of shattered my dreams.
When did you find that out?
WWE. When I was around 10, 11.
Wow, heartbreaking.
Yeah, it sucked.
Wow. Was that worse than finding out Santa wasn't real?
Way worse.
Yo,
okay.
Chill.
Oh, yeah.
Chill. My brother's gonna watch this.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's 15.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I hope
I'm just playing.
But yeah, that is pretty heartbreaking. I feel like if you loved it and you thought that it was super real. So Victor Medeiros, who we had on earlier, he said that you know all of the walk-up songs.
I know a good amount.
Okay. Like, I can't name a WWE. This is where I don't know my WWE, so I can't give you like whose walk-up song. John Cena. Does everyone know his?
That one's easy.
Okay, what is his?
His like song or like the entry to going into the ring.
Is that the same thing, a walk-up song? I'm not sure. I've never watched it.
The walk-up song is what he like performs before going into the ring.
Yeah.
But I know that. I know Jeff Hardy's, of course. Batista's, The Big Show, which is really easy. All he does is just go out of the like tunnel and then look in the stands and then just walk to the ring.
Could you do that when you're going to the mound?
I mean, if I wasn't in the state of mind that I was in when I was pitching, probably. Who else is a good one?
Do you know?
Randy Orton is really good. I can do that one spot on.
Go for it.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right. I need the...
Oh, gosh. Oh, no, we're moving.
Yeah, we're moving.
We're moving. We're on the move here. To our listeners.
It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Oh, we're going to do a whole thing. What? Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, you wanted me to do the whole thing?
Yeah. I hope we get it. Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Oh, he's playing it.
Yeah,
he's playing the song.
I'm so excited for this. I hope that it picks up.
Perfect.
Do you hit your head?
Yeah, that whole thing right there. Ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. That was pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Can you do it more in the light so we can see you? Start it over. DJ Griffin. I love that.
Amazing, huh?
I love that. I really wish that you could do that when you're pitching. Like you throw a strikeout and you just do that. Like you strike someone out and you just do that whole thing.
You don't like the fist bumping?
I do like that too.
Okay.
So is that like your signature thing? Like how long have you been doing the fist bumping?
Can we pause for a sec? What did I just watch? What just happened?
What do you mean? If you don't appreciate that, I don't like you.
Dude. All right, get back to your fist pumps.
When I started doing it?
Yeah.
After my shoulder surgery going into senior year.
Okay.
Or junior year. And I wasn't able to pitch my junior year of high school.
Okay.
Was able to my senior year. And then just the passion of playing baseball. And from my doctor pretty much telling me not a lot of high school players are able to get to the next level of baseball with this surgery, and it's kind of like a motivation.
Yeah, look at you now. We're talking the WWE songs, but what are karaoke songs? Go-to karaoke songs, and are you a good singer, Justin?
It depends where I'm at if I'm singing.
Okay.
In the car by myself, 100%.
Okay.
I feel like I can run through American Idol.
Yeah. But in public, when like other people have opinions.
I'm sorry. Do you disagree with that?
No, you have the voice of an angel, Justin.
Songbird of my generation. Karaoke song.
It's a mix of Fergie and Jesus.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Karaoke song. I put on our list for the Diamond Dolls this year, Dirt Road Anthem, I think.
Okay. I don't know if I know that one.
By Jason Aldean.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
Really?
Yeah. You might have to sing it.
No.
Okay, cool. I thought I tried.
Not in front of people.
It was smooth. I was like,
was.
do you sing? Oh, okay.
How is that your go-to karaoke song if you don't want to sing it in front of people?
Because I'm not in the right frame of mind to sing it in front of people.
Then how is it your karaoke song?
In order to be karaoke.
Karaoke's in front of people.
Where at, though?
Your local Applebee's.
So what's your go-to karaoke song, Griffin?
Probably Firework by Katy Perry.
That's what Victor Madero said, too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Would you sing it here?
Not here, no.
Oh.
Not.
Weird.
Wow.
Got to be in the right setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you just roasted him for.
I know. I know.
My go-to, I'm big. It's Tricky by Run DMC.
Good. Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a good one because you don't have to have a good voice. I have a terrible voice.
Me too.
So, but that's like a good, and everyone knows it, so it's like everyone can kind of chime in and go along, so it's not bad, and it gets people hyped.
Yeah.
So you don't want to bring the mood down, and you don't want people to focus on how bad your voice is. So I think that's why I always go with that.
I like that one. It's a
Yeah,
good one.
it's a good one. Okay, so you also have lots of tattoos. What are your
do.
tattoo stories? Kind of tell me about some of them.
Mainly, a lot of them are for like family members.
Okay.
And then there's a combination of like tattoos that I like and tattoos I just randomly got.
Okay.
So first, like, I mean, my whole arm is full, and it started out with like each one was for like different family members, different reasonings.
Okay.
And then as I progressively got more and still had space on my arm, I was like, well, that's cool, so I'll get that, and that's cool, so I'll get that. And then there were times where I'd be with like a friend, and he'd be getting a tattoo, and I'd be bored, and I'd be like, well, I'll get that. So it just progressively filled up over time, and that's just how it went.
What's the most random one you have?
Most random?
The one on your ankle.
I have a smiley face on the front of my shin, on the front of my ankle. It's not really like that random. Like I always put a smiley face on like the knob of my bat.
Okay.
So like I can tell which one's mine, and
Yeah.
I've done that for years. So I got it on my shin. So, but yeah, I guess it's pretty random.
Is that the most random one you think? What's the most random one on your arm? I feel like you have lots of random ones. I like the deer.
The teeth, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Is it the teeth are biting nails?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually I was on my way to coach my little brother's baseball game, and I left early, and on the way there was my guy's tattoo shop. So I like stopped in, and I was like, "What's up, man? We were just cutting it up." And he's like, "You want to get a tat?" I was like, "Dude, I got like 45 minutes." He's like, "I can do it." He's like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't care. What should I do?" He's like, "Well, we can put something in between the teeth," because at the time I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And like the rest of my sleeve was like filled in. And he's like, "We could put some nails in there." He's like, "You got to be tough as nails to get a tattoo on your elbow." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Sure."
Perfect.
Good. And let me tell you, it was probably the worst 45 minutes of my life.
Oh, I bet.
It was so brutal. And I was not ready to just get my elbow blasted.
And then you had to go coach a little kid's baseball team.
Yeah.
Saran
I never leave that stuff on. I literally like get it, and like by the time I'm in my truck, it's off.
Good.
Just let it bleed.
What does this say right here, like above the?
If it's not all right, it's not the end.
Okay.
That was my brother just sent me that quote one time, and I really liked it, so I was like, sure, might as well get it tattooed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like all of them. I like the deer.
Thanks. I got that when this is my freshman year. We were playing Lipscomb, and one night at the hotel, I was like, I'm bored. Let's go get a tattoo. So I left the hotel and went and got a tattoo and came back, played the next day.
And it's just the deer?
Yep.
Okay.
Just the deer.
Why is it two different? One's colored in and one's not colored in. Are there reasonings for it?
Oh, it's just like a cool design. Like the one side's supposed to be more like realistic, and the other one's like geometric shapes.
Wow.
Just thought it was different.
And you have like a bug? What is that? Is
This?
that a bug?
Oh yeah, it's a centipede.
Centipede. Okay.
Then I got a moth.
Moth with a skull.
What's the meaning behind the centipede?
Yeah.
So the centipede is from an anime that I like called Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh.
So it's like, sure.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you have some tattoos, Justin. What are your tattoos? What are your
This
stories?
one is the day my uncle passed,
Okay.
10/17/2009. This one is a family tattoo. This is a compass, a rose, compass for guidance, rose for family. Queen of hearts for my mom, king of hearts for my dad, ace of hearts for my brother.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you going to get any more?
Yes, I want to fill this whole arm up.
Oh.
Make it look better than his. I'm going to get this one. Get this one redone. I'm going to get some white in the tattoos. Yeah.
What else are you going to get?
A Kia Soul tattoo.
Right on my back.
Why?
He's 6'7" and he drives a Kia Soul.
You drive a Kia Soul?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that kind of hilarious?
Yeah.
Shaq fit in one. Why can't I?
Don't
just as big as
Don't
Shaq.
compare yourself to Shaq Diesel.
He was in a Kia commercial.
Compare yourself to Shaq Diesel.
You really drive a Kia Soul?
Yeah.
And you fit in the Kia Soul?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Comfortably?
Yeah.
It is actually really comfy.
Wow. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. So you need a Kia Soul tattoo. Yeah. Some form of one.
A hamster right here.
Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be terrible.
How?
A hamster on your forearm.
A hamster with the headphones on.
You have a centipede.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't say no.
Are you comparing a centipede to the Kia Soul hamsters?
Hamsters are cute. Centipedes are scary.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You have any tattoos?
I do. I have 3.
What do you got?
I have the state of Texas.
Okay.
I have a skateboard because I grew up skateboarding.
That's sick.
And I have a horseshoe for the Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts?
Yeah.
That's your team?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. And when I was 18, those are the 3 things I love the most. The Colts, Texas, and skateboarding. And so I got them too.
Colts.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Why? I mean, it is right now. It wasn't like in 2007.
Well, don't take anything from the Denver Broncos fan over here.
Oh. Why are you a Broncos fan?
When my uncle passed, he was a Broncos fan, so I just kept on keeping the Broncos team alive.
We can fight over Peyton Manning.
He was better on the Broncos.
No, he's a Colt for life. Like, he's a Colt.
No.
Yeah.
No. Did he win a Super Bowl with the Colts?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. I didn't want him to. For him to have success would be really cool, but I didn't want him to win one with the Broncos because I was like, man, his legacy is with the Colts. I know. Annoying.
Right.
Frustrating.
That's fine.
But yeah, no, those were the 3. And I wanted more, but I just can't. I don't. What do I love enough now that I think about it? I'm like, I don't know what I love enough that I would get tattooed. Because I really loved those 3 things.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to adopt the mindset that I have with them, but
just get whatever you want.
I mean, yeah, life's really really short. So if you want something, just do it.
Just get it. Yeah. Just get a centipede.
Yeah.
Just get the teeth on my elbow.
Yeah, get the teeth on your elbow.
I think people would love that.
That's sick. Get them on your knee.
That would be really on brand for me.
That would hurt so bad.
That would hurt really
I'm gonna
bad.
get an octopus on my knee.
Sure.
Why?
I think it's cool.
That would hurt.
Yeah, I mean, all tattoos hurt.
Yeah.
The octopus from Hunter x Hunter?
No, not that. But I think it'd be cool because then I could put 8 little different things in the tentacles.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
So it could be
very intricate.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so next question. This is a tough one. Dream job, if you could be anything in the whole wide world, what would you do? Griffin.
Honestly, I think the most fun would be private security for a celebrity.
Okay. You don't want to be the celebrity. You want to be the security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Why?
I don't know. It'd just be fun. You get to basically live their lifestyle and just be a hard ass all the time. So I think it'd be kind of cool.
I feel like it would be. I feel like that would be fun. I feel like I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
I could see you walking with Ariana Grande and you're just
perfect.
Watch out.
Sure.
Yeah. And no one would mess with you.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I think it'd be good. What about you?
This was me and my brother's dream job, which is pretty weird to say out loud, but still would be sick. But I don't have the body for it. But a underwear model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you'd be a great dentist.
You think?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Odd, but why?
I have no clue. I have no reasoning for that. Zero reasoning, but I just said it.
Just be a great dentist.
Yeah.
He's just good. Yeah, why? I don't know why.
I would hate to be a dentist.
To be sick.
No.
Nah.
It's a lot of work.
Everyone
a lot of
hates
school.
you.
Yeah, no one wants to go see you.
Yeah, for real.
I also feel like it would be hard because you're so tall. You have to tower over. You'd have to
all hunchback.
Yeah, it would hurt your back. I feel like you'd make a great dentist. What a random thing to say.
It's so odd.
What would Griffin make great? Like, would he make a great dentist?
Do you know those people that like repair shoes?
Sure.
A shoe cobbler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what your job would be.
I can see that. For sure.
You would agree with that, wouldn't you?
Like, have you seen the movie The Cobbler with Adam Sandler?
No.
Have you?
I've never even heard of that.
It's a good movie.
And I'm pretty like up and up on Adam Sandler movies, I feel like.
It's a Netflix original.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh.
I liked it. I saw it a while back. But
Chapstick.
Griffin's getting chapstick on the mic.
Go.
Okay, speaking of movies, favorite movies. Top 3. It's tough.
The Jurassic Park series that entails into one.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Step Brothers.
Okay.
And damn, this one's hard. Third one's hard. I'm going with Benchwarmers.
Okay. What about you, Griffin?
I'm not going to do any series. I love Harry Potter.
Okay.
But I'm not going to count it. Number one is Django Unchained.
Okay.
Number 2 has to be As Above, So Below.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen that.
It's a horror movie. It's about the
Oh.
catacombs in France.
Okay.
I love horror movies, and that's my favorite one.
Okay.
So. And then my third one's probably Baby Driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Baby Driver.
Justin finds this very funny.
The cartoon Baby Driver?
Huh?
The cartoon Baby Driver?
Not the cartoon,
Oh,
no.
I'm about to say.
The one with Ansel Elgort, or whatever his name is, where he's like got that ear condition. He's always listening to music. He's like a getaway driver.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of like Boss Baby?
Boss Baby.
Yeah, that's not in my top 3. It's not in my top 1,000.
I would love it if it was Boss Baby. That would make it so much better.
That would fit you perfect.
Dude, I've actually seen that movie once. I was like gravely ill at like Christmas time.
Shocker.
And my dad got tickets for my brother and his friend to go see it, and he couldn't take them anymore. So he made me go, and I literally just like laid in the chair, like shaking and sleeping the whole time. It was brutal.
So Boss Baby's not in your top 3.
No,
Okay.
I hate that movie.
I love that that's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's good like animated movies out there, but yeah,
Oh, there is.
I don't.
What
I
are,
don't know
what are
about
your
Boss
top
Baby.
3?
That's tough. The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Gotta have The Dark Knight.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
It's unbelievable.
Unreal.
Is it? Okay. I need to go see it.
Insane.
It's very long.
Not so beanzo.
Crazy.
I need to see it. I'm still the firm believer that Christian Bale is the best Batman. But, you know. Yeah.
I like Rob though.
Yeah.
Rob Pattinson did a good job.
I need to watch it.
It's really good.
Big Hero 6.
Love that movie. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Have you seen it?
Not the whole thing, no.
Okay.
But I did like it, though.
It's
parts I
very
did see.
good.
It's unbelievable. It's low key sad.
It's so sad.
It's
There's
so
like
sad.
3 parts that I know that I'm gonna cry at, and I just like don't watch
Yeah.
those parts.
I love it. I love it a lot.
A lot of people haven't seen it because it was like not super popular.
I'm almost positive that's considered a Marvel movie.
Is it?
I'm almost positive it is.
Oh, I need to look that up. I don't
Looking
know.
it up.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, look that up.
Because yeah, it's everyone's like, oh, I haven't seen the first 5, and I'm like, it's not a sequel. It's
No.
literally like one movie.
Big Hero 1.
Big Hero 1.
What did you do last night? I watched Big Hero 1 through 3.
Through 3. But yeah, I've seen that movie so many times.
It's really good. I actually
love it.
bought that movie.
Yeah, I have bought that movie
everything.
too. Yeah, I have like
Is
a
it?
little Baymax.
That's sick.
Yeah.
You okay?
It doesn't say it's a Marvel movie, no.
It's not. Okay. I swear I read that one time.
It's very good.
It's
I'm
really
a
good.
big fan of
I'm
that
wrong
movie.
then. Sorry.
Yeah. But
Jimmy,
you've seen
Jimmy's
the
gonna
movie.
hear this and hurt me now because I discredited Marvel.
Wait.
Oh, do we have information?
Publisher was from Marvel Comics.
Yes.
So yes, it is.
Okay. It's very good.
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 Yeah. Good.
And then I think I don't know. I
Fumble.
don't know what
Sure.
what my third one would be, but maybe I Love You Man. with Paul
That
Rudd.
is a good one.
Okay, yeah.
That is such a good movie. It's underrated, I feel like, and it's funny, and I could watch it anytime. I do like The Blind Side too. The Blind Side's probably one of my favorite
really
movies. But yeah, I think those would be my top 3. I think those are fairly.
Yeah.
They're like different.
It's a good 3.
They all hit. Yeah, they all hit. They're different, so they have different vibes. Another hard question coming at you.
Oh boy.
Outside of baseball, favorite things to do?
I like video games. I like lifting. I like hanging out with my friends.
Tell.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the strongest on the team? Would you say?
No.
No. Who's the strongest?
Who is?
Jimmy.
Jimmy's pretty strong.
Jimmy's
Okay.
really strong.
Okay. Those
Like-
home runs, I would think you're the strongest on the team.
I'm probably in the upper half.
Yeah.
I'd hope.
Behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, Jimmy's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like lifting in your spirit? Like that's just you like doing that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. I do not.
I like the gym.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What about you?
I'm back home, going to the beach.
Yeah.
Body surfing, boogie boarding.
Okay.
You kind of built like a surfboard.
I am a surfboard. Playing basketball. Video games.
Are you good at basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Trying.
could you have played basketball instead of baseball?
I want to say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Collegiately though?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
At a small D1.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a mid major?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. You're a good athlete.
Yeah.
Watching movies, hanging out with friends, family.
Typical normal people stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
normal people
Playing
stuff.
cards, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like playing cards as well.
Okay. Yeah, you guys play cards in like the locker room and stuff.
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah.
play cards here and there.
Yeah. Who's the best card
Here
player?
and there.
Here and-
Like
We play cards a lot.
day.
We play
Every
cards
day.
a lot.
every day.
We play a
What's
lot
the
of
go-to
cards.
card game and who's the best?
We play blackjack a lot.
Okay.
We play sweats. Play
I'm the best
guts.
at blackjack.
Justin's terrible at blackjack.
Not terrible. I just have horrible luck.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
The worst part about it is I love playing.
Yeah.
I just get the worst return ever.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so-
me, and I feel like a lot of things that I do. I'm like, man, I really love this, but I am just not, it's just not working out for me.
I feel that way with baseball sometimes. But I feel like everyone does. Yeah.
So, can you surf?
I tried one time.
Okay.
Almost got up. But if I were to try again, it probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be able to get up. My brother used to be able to surf too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not great, but he was able to get up and ride the waves pretty
Yeah.
good.
I don't think I could. I skateboarded for like 8 years, but I
couldn't
don't think I
skateboard.
could surf at all.
I think skateboarding is so sick.
It's so much fun.
I was never able to do it. I was too big and uncoordinated. Like growing up, at
Yeah.
least. We had ripsticks. I was
Ripsticks are sick.
Surprisingly, I was good at the ripstick, but I couldn't skateboard it.
Well, the ripstick's way harder.
I had 2 less wheels and it
Yeah.
was easier. I don't know.
Yeah. That's harder than I think skateboarding.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah. I couldn't surf. I can wakeboard, and by I mean
Ooh.
I can wakeboard. I mean one time I went wakeboarding and I did okay. So I don't know if
Wakeboarding
I
is
could do
fun.
that like as a
Wakeboarding's
future
fun.
thing. Yeah. I like anything that is kind of because that's kind of like skateboarding. Like as long as you get your balance set,
yeah.
like it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, skateboarding was the way to go. That was really fun. I miss those days.
Yeah.
But now I'm like I can't afford to get hurt, so I have to pay my own bills. So that's probably not great.
Not the smartest plan.
No,
yeah.
not the smartest plan. Okay, so coming up this weekend, it is Orange Power Weekend. You guys are hosting TCU Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And there will be some special guests there throwing out the first pitch. The first one on Friday is head coach Mike Gundy of the Cowboy football team. How do we think, Justin? Let's think how his pitch is going to be.
I think it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his son is playing at Stillwater High School right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be. I'm guessing it should be a strike.
Yeah. And he was a quarterback, so he's
Has
got
to
an
be a
arm.
strike,
Yeah.
I'd say like 90, 93, probably a strike. If he can rear back and throw it.
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
see Ichiro the other day?
was sick.
Oh my God. You know who Ichiro Suzuki is?
Mm-hmm.
So he threw out a first pitch the other day, and it was like 94.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure it was
God.
93.6 actually miles per
He
hour.
is
Wow.
also 43 years old.
That's a wild.
Retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the hardest first pitch ever.
Oh my gosh.
in the history of baseball.
I don't know if Mike Gundy can throw that heat as hard as 93 miles an hour.
Get him on the J bands. Get him warmed up.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun to have him out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And then Saturday is the new defensive coordinator Derek Mason. He's also going to throw out the softball first pitch right after.
Oh, that's
so
sick.
it's a lot.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot. So because it's at 6 and then softball's at 6:30. So I think he'll do pretty well.
Yeah.
And then Casey Dunn, the offensive coordinator, on Sunday. I think he's going to be pretty. I think it's going to be
That
good.
should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think mine, if I were to throw out the first pitch ever, it would be like 4 miles an hour. Like I don't even think it would. Like
I
I don't
honestly
even
think
know.
you throwing 4 miles an hour would be impressive. Because of how slow that is.
Yeah, if that was possible, I would do it. It'd be the slowest first pitch ever.
You'd
I
have
think.
to get like a balloon. Just like floated in there.
That would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Or if the baseball, if it looked like a balloon, or it looked like a baseball, we didn't know it was a baseball and it was really balloon.
Yeah, fill it with helium.
Yeah. That'd be pretty. People would be like, "Oh, what is happening? It's magic."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my first pitch would be. I don't think it would make it to the plate. I'd have to be really close. I couldn't do it.
You don't got that wang on you.
Absolutely not. Like no chance I could throw anything anywhere. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think there's gonna be a ton of people out there. Obviously, the spring football finale is at 1. There's a tailgate at 3 behind the Sherman E. Smith training facility, so that's going to be really fun. And then everyone can go over to O'Brate and over to Cowgirl Stadium. So it's going to be a super fun weekend for you guys. I'm super excited. And then just a few more weeks until the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Which is wild.
Very excited about that.
It's going
Flying
so
by.
fast. Yeah. Why do you think this team has a chance to go to Omaha? What puts this team over the top? Like, why? What's the secret sauce for this Cowboy baseball team?
We're loaded with talent. We want to win.
Yeah. What about, do you agree,
Oh,
Justin?
yeah, and just our chemistry in general. I feel like any team in general has really good chemistry. They're going to go a far way.
Yeah.
And even if we get down to playoffs, we're going to win the first game. We're going to win our second game. And that's going to put us in the title game. We're definitely winning that. So
Yeah.
I think we have a really good shot at making Omaha this year.
Yeah. I love the confidence. I agree. I think that would be obviously so much fun and so great for this team to get back there and for the staff and for the school. That would be really, really fun. So I know high hopes for the rest of this season. But Cowboy fans can come out this next weekend to Orange Power Weekend and check out the Cowboys against TCU Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is Justin Campbell and Griffin Doersching. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm Jessica Morrey, and that's all for the Orange Power Podcast. We'll see you right back here next week.
Good.